Hello, my loves, and welcome back. I know this is a bit different from what I usually post, but since the girls are busy and there's not much content coming from them, I thought, why not have some fun and create a comeback for them? I'm also doing this so I can branch out my channel with new ideas surrounding SEOUL. But anyways, it's nearing the end of 2024, and we are starting to see groups releasing comebacks. If I had to guess, SEOUL will probably drop something early 2025, fingers crossed for the end of this year. But let's be real, I doubt it. So let me stop rambling and let's begin. When it comes to visual concepts, SEOUL definitely explores new areas of visuals that are unique and different from what is currently on the K-pop market. I decided to choose this concept because the girls have recently been hinting that they want to pursue a more magical and dreamy aesthetic. That is why I had the idea of giving them the main concept of a fairy core theme. Not only did I choose this concept because I can see the girls pulling it off, but also because budget-wise, these girls are coming from a small company, and doing more complex concepts would be a challenge. A fairy core concept is pretty simple. A good lore, ethereal visuals and storytelling lyrics, and I think it would match the girls a lot. The name I choose for this album was Wings of Renewal, which stems from the idea of the members shifting to a totally new reality, different from their previous realities of being mafias and time travelers. The concept revolves around their beautiful fluorescent wings, reminiscent of fairy wings, which symbolize freedom and the ability to live without limitations or fear. I also use the theme of wings to highlight SEOUL's uniqueness and their strong bond. In this realm, these wings are special because only the members can see their own wings and each other's. They represent their shared journey, passion, commitment, and the success they strive for together, as well as their determination to showcase their individuality. However, in this same realm, these wings are invisible to society, making the girls feel out of place and overlooked. I wanted this comeback to have this storyline that relates to how these girls are currently treated in the industry. They are unique by having international members and interesting concepts when it comes to their comebacks, producing catchy songs to try stand out in the market. Yet, they are often ignored and pushed aside, gradually fading into the background. That's why Wings of Renewal is an album filled with songs about their journey to accepting their uniqueness and trying to make the best of it, by staying connected, staying determined, and growing together. The album will have the sound genre of ballads, but will also contain playful and retro genres integrated into it, as well as visual themes of girlhood, ethereal aesthetics, and fairy core. The color palette of buttercream white, periwinkle blue, cotton candy pink, pale lime, light lemon, and lavender is also used throughout the music video, album design, styling, makeup, and accessories. These colors will complement the different shades of green that will be heavily present in the concept photos and music video. I will talk more about the styling later on. The album will consist of 4 songs: Welcome to My World by Aespa, Truth or Dare by Pixy, Live My Life by Aespa, and No Return by Sserafim. Welcome to My World is the title track, while the others are B-sides. Not only do these songs have perfect names for the album, but they also feature compelling lyrics, and each song has a somewhat interconnected storyline. I chose these songs because they require a soft middle to low tone, which I realized would be perfect for the members since their voices sound amazing when they are not forced to sing in high pitches. Examples like Aria's singing on Hala, Exin's Goodbye Now, and Niz, e.sha, and Nova's cover of Hyolin's Dali was so flipping good, and they sounded less strained compared to their voices in their own songs. I made sure to select songs that I feel the girls could perform without straining their voices. When it comes to promotions, the only song that will have a music video is Welcome to My World, which will be the most heavily promoted song compared to the other 3. Truth or Dare, No Return, and Live My Life will have performance videos and little promotions such as acoustic covers and 1 or 2 promotions on music shows. The album will consist of 2 concept photos, the first called Caché and the second called Dear Alicia. Caché is the French word for hidden, swinging between the girls being seen as invisible at the very start of their journey. The concept for Caché will have photos conveying a sense of melancholy alongside newfound friendship, using different picture and posing techniques to show the dynamics between the members' friendship. The photos will have the use of gentle lighting, slight grey undertones, and the digital camera aesthetic look. I want the photos to feel as if the girls took them off each other, evoking a sense of youthful nostalgia. The settings will include public spaces like open fields, roads, and subways, as well as simple backdrops for solo shots. The name Elysia is given to baby girls and, in Greek mythology, means a realm of ideal happiness and creativity. This reflects the girls and their journey of transformation as they experiment with new styles and concepts to enhance their group image. The choice of Dear Elysia serves as a metaphor, suggesting that the girls are reaching out to Elysia, expressing their desire to find a place of creativity and happiness without judgment. For this concept, I envision the girls in a more ethereal setting, like a field, maintaining gentle lighting and the digital camera look. However, Dear Elysia should have a different vibe compared to Caché, emphasizing innocence and beauty. Each photo will showcase varying friendship dynamics and a touch of femininity, conveying feelings of newfound growth and a reality that highlights each girl's visual uniqueness. Now, it's time for the styling. Let's talk about the materials and colors for the outfit. I envision ruffles for the skirt or top to create a cute and playful vibe. I also want draping materials like denim to add depth to the overall look. Mini dainty bows, charming hair accessories, and cute hairstyles are essential touches that elevate the outfit. I can see Aria with long, light brown layered hair, Nova going blonde again, but a more lighter and more wavy blonde, while maintaining her long length, Niz with shoulder-length black-brown hair, e.sha with longer milk tea brown hair, and Hannah with strawberry blonde hair. I want the hair colors to remain neutral so they don't clash with the outfit's colors. For makeup, I envision a mix of harmonious colors like purple and yellow, blue and pink, and green and pink, along with cute little gems, pearls, and white line art in the shape of stars. However, the first thing I want to draw attention to is the wings. Transparent, ethereal wings that shimmer with iridescent hues in the light. I'm not interested in the typical wings found on the market, which often resemble butterfly wings designed for children. Instead, I want wings that look realistic and enchanting, embodying the essence of a mythical fairy. The extra ruffles and wings will transform a simple outfit into something truly magical while keeping budget considerations in mind. And that's all. I was going to create an album cover design, but I low-key suck at it, so I decided not to, and to leave the video here on a positive note. Sorry for the long ramble, but I'm really passionate about creating new ideas for these girls. I hope they're doing well, because I've noticed that they're starting to go a little radio silent, which means they're working really hard to keep us entertained while also working behind the scenes. I pray this video reaches Escrow's creative team. LOL, definitely not. But I hope you guys like this video, and please leave your thoughts down below. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.